Wagwa. Got me coffee. Got me reading glasses, although I ain't got them on. Don't need them all the time. Just a young lad, aren't I? Don't need them all the time. In fact, well, I've just thought, you know what I'm going to do? Put that upside down, it's easier. That's a little tip for you. If you're painting mountains, right, if you put that in upside down, it's easier. Get into all these bits, look. Much easier. That's it. I think what I might do is get a slightly stronger blue across top there. Maybe it's about like that. Then just bring that round and see what happens. See how it floods down and what it looks like. I might tip it back up again in a minute. I think I'm going to put some burnt umber in and all. Or maybe it's even a burnt umber mixed with a little bit of blue. Let's try that. It's just burnt umber mixed with a little bit of blue. Just to create a bit of a cloudy sort of feel. And then I just took up all the paint off my brush again. I'm just coming in with water now. Looks pretty good. Let's flip it back upside down. Let me go at an angle like that. I like that now. See what that looks like. Just trying to get a few interesting shapes in there. Let's go that way. Can't believe it's balancing and it fell over. Well, it probably will fall over in a minute now I've said that. It's bound to, innit? Aye. Coffee's nice. Yeah, I think that'll do. That'll give me some interesting shapes that can dry as it's doing its thing. That'll come down in a minute. I've drawn an horizontal line, obviously. I've drawn, obviously, there's some mountains. So, what I'm thinking now, coming to this water, I'm thinking, and put some water in. So, if I get that blue again, I'll stick that in there. Try and get it on a straight line if I can. That's straight-ish. Some of this brown. Oh, a bit darker with that brown there. Well, some more blue in. Sometimes that sort of happens. You get a bit more muddy colour in your water sometimes. Sometimes you get a bit of green in it and all with a bit of algae and stuff. Tempted to take that off there. Usually that bit's hid with frame, but not bad, does it? Alright. So now I need a shadow side. So same colour, blue and brown. Oh, come on, this bit fast. Come into this bit here fast. So, let's get two brushes on go. In fact, shall I use a little brush? Let's have a little brush. Instead of that great big thing. Little brush like that, soften a few bits out. straight down there. In fact, let's take that. Let's take that over that way like that. That'll look good. Into more water. Something like that. Right. Coffee. More blue in there. Just dabbed into a lot more water there to soften this, and then totally clean brush now. Soften that in like that, but then a little dab of brown in there. That's it, and then I'm back to a totally wet brush again. I'm just going to do that. That'll do me. Right. I think this side. Just mixing enough paint up. That looks pretty good. This side the same. I'll come across here. I'll tell you what, I'm going to get my little ickle brush again. I'm going to come into there like that. Come across. Across there. Like that, I think. Yeah, I'm happy with that. Dab that bit there. That'll do me. Right. Now then. I'm going to need I'm going to do it with a dry brush today. So I'll mix some colour up first. That's me. Mix my bluey brown up again. Not going to be many colours in this one at all. Bluey brown up. Yeah, then I'm just totally drying my brush. So this brush wants to be bone dry. See what happens, see if this works. It's all experimental. Right, see what happens. Yeah, that's looking pretty good to me. That's looking like snow breaking. That's it. The smell, all the snow breaking there like that. Some bits in. Oh, yeah, not much because probably not a lot of snow up there. That's some quite dry paint now. Yeah, I suppose this is a bit like something what Bob Ross might do. Right, Bob Ross would be saying, give this mountain a little friend. Yeah, give him a little friend. Make him in a gang. We're in a gang, in a mountain gang. Right, I've dabbed into a little bit of water. So I'll dab into a bit more paint. Tiny little bit there, tiny bit more. Just gotta make this look like it's just breaking into the bits of snow breaking through at the bottom there. Dab of water I've gone into there. I think I made some trees across this bottom bit, so I might get away with having to go up to that horizon line. I might be able to just do that when the greens when I get the trees in. Maybe, hopefully, I don't know. I don't know that for definite. Actually, I never thought. Quite close up. I wonder if this close, that mountain would be reflected in the water. It probably would. So if you wanted to, you could reflect the mountain in water. But if that mountain were really far away, you might not get it in water. Well, mine must be really far away because I sort of forgot to put mine in water. So mine's sort of not, definitely not in water now because I forgot all about it. I suppose I could put it in maybe to Chinese white or some what's it called? Some thingy job. Gouch. Designer's white gouch or something. I could do that. There we are. Couple of mountains there. Is that look alright? A little bit of that. You can just tamper around until you get what you're looking for, really. A bit strong, a bit in there, probably. So what I'm going to do. This little brush. Put it in here. And just soften it in and out. That's nice, that's nice. Right. Coffee. Do a little blast at dry. I don't know how to bring that mountain as far back. You might just see the tip of it coming through about there, or that one. Maybe no way to bother. Shall I try and put it in? I suppose I could do. Or do I just go in with me trees? Leave it that it's so far back you can't see it. I'm going to try and put it in. See what happens. Which brush to go with? Shall I go with this big brush? Yeah, that's not it. Go with a big brush. So let's say it's quite far back, so it's going to show from about there like that. In fact, that's not doing it. I want to go with a stiffer brush just to get the paint onto my brush. Well, that's better. Look at that. It's a bit of something like that. So it comes. Something like that in it, I think. It's only a reflection, so I ain't got to worry too much. Like that, and then there's a bit there, just probably the tip of that one there, something like that. That more matter on that. Yeah, there's something about there like that. And I think probably a bit of something about there and all like that. That's it. And then what's that? Some something like that. Just dip that into a bit of water. That's what I do. A bit of something like that. I ain't, like I say, I ain't got to go into loads of detail because it's a reflection is not that same amount of detail in it. Yeah, well, something like that. That'll do. I think. Hopefully that's enough just to look like a reflection. Right. Now then. I think now, loads of white on my brush, I'm just mixing in loads of blue now. I reckon I'm going to mix a nice molloy green. So always a dark green for these trees. These are the pine trees. But there might be more blue in the distance. And then close up. So I'm just mixing blue and brown and a little bit of Rucker's green in here and all. Some more blue in there. More blue. I think that looks pretty good. Squeeze that out. That should be good. Right. See what that looks like. It's coming along this line here. Going along that horizon line there, probably. Just colour it in a bit there and all. Like this. That's it. These not quite reflect quite as tall at the bottom because they're probably not right on the water's edge. Probably a bit in a bit. So a bit more. I'll go all the way across some of these and cover it up. Yeah, it looks like things miles away. I might even just pop in a few like that. That's just supposed to be a few. Pink background there. In fact, I do like that. Try and make them go up that way though, because you're going uphill. Your trees are still going to grow up that way. So, just because you're going uphill, don't start going at an angle like that. See how I'm still going at that straight sort of thing. These are further back, so they're not going to reflect into that matter. Tempted to darken these front ones a bit now. So, yeah, probably be a few going up there and all that. So, something like that. That just looks like little patches of trees growing up there. Because probably one will just go in a straight line. Right, that's that. Now then. Time's flying. Right, and get some closer ones. Let's try this. These are a lot closer now. I'm actually going over that reflection now. It's a bit of a shame, really. In fact, let's bring that up. Bring that right up and make that quite big. Done it. That looks like they're quite far away, and then I'm gonna have to do the same down here to reflect them into me water. Well, so it's getting to get slightly darker at the middle there. All that reflection there, and slightly darker bit. Okay, I think so. That looks okay. Probably now I need some. Where's my little? It's gonna be a waterline brush. I need some waterlines in there, I think. So I'm going to put them in with Chinese white gouache. You could wash out, but on this cheap paper, this is only cartridge paper. I forgot how many pounds in weight this is. I can remember how many pounds it costs because it's quite expensive, but it's not really compared to watercolour paper. This is pretty cheap. That's why I buy it, because it's like the only time my credit card comes out my wallet is when I paint some rocks with it, what I'll be doing in a minute. But in general, I like bringing it out of my wallet, so that's why I'm using this cheap paper in it. Right, so if we come into there with a bit of waterline like that, and then across there, and then maybe there's a bit in there like that as well. Let's have a little bit, so I have some there, a little bit there. See, it's a good little technique, so like I always say, don't go menstruals with it. You can get a good technique and go menstruals with it. Don't bother. Well, what's that? Right. How can I leave that? I hardly ever use that brush for hotels, so I think I might just leave that paint on it. Right, now then, let's get me credit card out of my wallet for the first time this year. Right, I think I'll use some of this green, got mixed up, mix it into the brown. That'll give me a nice warm close-up colour, and then come into there like that. Just keep adding more brown to it. Oh, that's lovely. It's a right nice colour that is. And there's a bit of a blotch there, so these just look like nice rocks, well, not yet they don't, but like I say, when I get credit card out for the first time this year, I'll get that straight out of Wally. It's the first time that's seen light today. You might see some moths shooting and flying about now, like. That'll do. Say a few blades of grass in there. Why not? Just add a little bit of interest. There we are. Let me get this rigger brush. A few there and a few there. I'll put a few there like that. That'll frame the picture nicely. Now them ones leaning in that way. Until the one's leaning in the other way. That's it. There we are. Right. Right, I'm going to get a really, hopefully really good colour now. That don't look bad at all. I'm just going to whack in a massive tree down this side. Right out at the top of there. Right, I think I'm going to get even darker. I think for the first time in this picture, I'm going to add one more colour in. And that's Payne's Grey right into that green. So you know what, to get it darker I'm going to dry that. Just keep adding paint, you'll find it don't want, so that's it. Leaving some of them waterlines showing through. Mainly go to the bottom bits with this, so it's the shadows underneath these leaves. There we are, something like that. And then, is that across enough? I'll have to bring that. These out a little bit more. Yeah. I think that's a bit better, isn't it? And that one. Going out for a swaller in a bit. Esmeralda will be moaning. She'll not be happy. Put some brown back in there. Put trunk in. Tell you. Before I met Esmeralda, and then it's like you can't just go through life being happy all the time, can you? So everyone needs a woman to make you miserable and moan when you go out boozing. There we are. Tell you what, let's have a good point here with this one, especially in these dark bits. A little scratch out will always look good in them dark bits. That's it. I think that'll do me. Like that, and then I'll bring that out there and put some. I'll add some grasses onto that. That can be still a bit of a rock there, and then put some grasses in with this one. Gracias. There we are. Loads of gracias with that one. See, tempted. Let me squeeze this brush out. But then I'm nearly finished, I promise. You can get back to whatever you normally watch on. We all know what you normally watch on internet. You can get back to it in a minute. I'm just thinking. I'm just going to try and get in some little highlights into this. Oh, that's not bad. I don't want too much, I don't want it too bright. Right, stand that too much. When that dries, it'll dry dead faint. What I think will benefit me. I don't want it to look bright yellow, but that's just enough to just show that there's a bit of light coming in and hitting on there, I think. There's quite a bit of colour in there, what you don't notice. In fact, let's pop a few bits in there and all. So that's 4 colours I've got in there now. Always try and use a limited palette if you can, it just works better. So that's 4 colours in there. I've got blue, brown, back's nearly all just blue and brown, and then I added a bit of Walker's green in mixed with the blue and brown, and now I've just added a bit of yellow in. That's yeah, lemon yellow, the yellow is. Didn't know that because my credit card had to come out to buy that, so put in a bit more of that. That in and all, that's nearly faded away, hasn't it? Oh well. A bit more, some stayed in there. There we are. And then that's that. It's there, isn't it? There's a little line coming through. There. I wish I'd had it further back. So another one there. There we are. Tell you what you can do sometimes. Get a bit of white back into these rocks sometimes with a bit of this Chinese white or a bit of designer's gouge. If ever you've gone a bit too dark, you can always wang a little bit of white back in with that look. There we are. That'll do. Right, where's my little signing brush? That's like a Bob Ross style painting, that one. I didn't purposely do it like that. I think it just looks a bit like that. So I'm quite happy for it to look like that because I still watch Bob Ross sometimes. I love watching Bob Ross. God, I'm on 32 minutes. Right, there we are. It's Peter and Paul are looking for worms. Let's try and get a BD in there. Boy, Berkeley. Wow, that's it. Looks alright, isn't it? Huh? It's a dead simple one, really. I don't know why it took so long doing it. But there you are, you sorted. See you on the beach.